It's tea time! Let's go, witches and bitches! I wore my special tea hat for tonight. Yes, because James Clear deserves a special hat. Yes, he does. Just kidding. I don't even know what the dude looks like, but I'm sure he does deserve it. I like how it's shielding me from this horrible light in my kitchen, by the way. And even when I bring in my big light, it just doesn't matter. CWP, why is this? I mean, Tiny Dancer. Oh, speaking of dance, we had a Slay Sister hit Wonderland. Not me, but Paige did. She hasn't been able to catch the live. She's been watching the replay. She's been dancing like me, and she's like, don't worry, hang in there, Slayer. I've just broke through and I'm at 197. I'm like, well, shit, I get to dance for somebody. So here we go, a high tea hatted dance for Paige. Whoop, whoop, go Paige, go Paige, go Paige. That's me riding the pony. Go Paige. Because that's what you do when you're in a derby hat. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys. All right, everyone got their tea? Oh shit, except me. Okay, I am doing this in the kitchen because I made a new little thing for myself that I was talking about doing. Oh, where's my bitch mug? That I was talking about doing. Oh, let's use my new one. Did you guys see this? My friend Nicole got me. It's kind of big for tea time though. That's my coffee mug. I'm gonna get my bitch mug. Claire, I have had this shirt since like 1990. I wear a lot of Ann Taylor, and it just like apparently never goes out of style because I'm like, I own that shirt and that shirt and that shirt. They all look the same. Like 5 years later, right? 10 years, 12, 15. I have a dress from there that I seriously still wear. And it's a wrap dress. I wore it pregnant. I wore it in the 90s. Like all the things. Okay, we are heating up water now for tea time. My bad. My bad. I was a little late. I only dried this portion of my hair. Look. And then I tell you all about it anyway. Okay, we're gonna heat this shit up. Habits. Ann Taylor is my gold clothing store. Yeah, I love Ann Taylor. Like sometimes stuff just like fits and works on you, you know? My gold store was Black and White Market or whatever that place is. I always wanted to be able to go in there, and Banana Republic too. Like even when I was like a 16 or whatever, never happening in there, right? Like Ann Taylor Loft is a little different than Ann Taylor regular too. But I digress. I digress. Habit stacks, you guys. This is possibly my favorite week of the challenge. And last challenge, I came up with this idea, and I tried a couple different things because what I ordered didn't work. So when we're done with this, Paige, you just missed your dance, sister. You'll have to go back. Oh, what the hell. You guys get 2 dances because Paige came on. Way to go! What? Oh, I did a little bit of a pony dance for you because I got my derby hat on. Go Paige! Go Paige! Ride the Wonderland wave! It's really hard to dance without music, just in my defense. Oh, Ounce! Ounce is dialing in from Cancun. Badass. By the way, did you guys see Ounce in the bikini? Yeah? Like, you are killing that goal body, woman. You can tell you work hard. You look amazing, and I love the blue. It's to die for. Okay, what else was I talking about before I had to dance again? I'm like squirreling all over the place, right? Love you too, Paige. You're killing it, sister. I can't wait to be in Wonderland with you. Like, this is friggin' ridiculous. 200.7 for those of you that missed it. Oh, Blade! Hey, woman! Aren't you on vacation too? I don't know, I'm yelling at you guys. Does it sound loud on your end? I always yell though. Habit stacks! Thank you, hippie, thank you. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, first of all, new people are like, what the frick is a habit stack, right? So I'm hoping my new technique will show you, but also this kind of goes in alignment with some things we learned in Atomic Habits, which is a book by James Clear. And I agree, some of it was hard and seemed repetitive, and a lot of it's been done somewhere sometime before. Like my aunt loves the Mini Habits book, and I have that one, but I haven't gotten through it. So this is just kind of some stuff that I've been picking up as I've been developing habits, and the 5 a.m. Club was big on that too. But I unwittingly built like this killer habit stack. And when it gets down to it, you guys, it's one of the key reasons I'm so successful. First, transcendental meditation, game changer for anybody, anytime. I would not be standing here right now without TM. And you guys, I'm going to preach it till I'm like blue in the face. It's not a cult. It's not like we are, actually I met with, as a sidebar, with Soul Rocker and Super K, who is starting TM today for the first day. And we are going to do a private Zoom call. I can fit about 100 people in the room. And we are going to do a Zoom call about our experiences with transcendental meditation and the impact on life. So you'll get my since I started in January, like right before I found Fit and Fat. And then Soul Rocker started like a month or so ago, and then Kay went today. And my aunt does it too, so I might have her pop in. She went more recently. Lexi has gone. I think I'm going to have Lexi moderate comments because I think it's important that someone that understands what it is can help field and answer questions and float them up to us. But we're going to have a whole separate like call about that and in a more private environment, so those people that don't want to share like Slayer does can do so, right? Not that either Soul Rocker or Super K would care, but I think it also facilitates better. Facebook Live, you just can't do it, you know? Thanks, Blade. I'm back from my trip in the airport. Well, welcome back. It's been crazy with you gone. Like, where is Blade? So habit stacking, you guys. So the first thing for new people, you might not even like be aware of your habits yet, right? So this is so important when we're looking at our food to figure out what your cues are that lead to you have a cue and then an urge will set in, right? So cues, urges, habits. And understanding what those cues are, like, oh, I walk in the door from work. That time you walking in the door can be a cue. And just like the coffee maker going off for me in the morning is a cue. So through this process, we learn how to identify our cues and try to start attaching new habits to cues, to habits we already have in place by the cue, right? So you can either do, it's the end of the habit, it's the beginning of the next habit. That's the idea of stacking. So I am going to show you guys my new thing. I just finished it today, so I've got some tweaking to do. Thanks, Linda. Just put my first habit in my tracker. Oh, did you get a habit tracker itself? James Clear does have a little tracker book, and I've seen them like cross off, and I have an app, and I tried that habit app, which sucked, by the way, in my opinion. Like, I don't want to have to hold down a button and click. I just don't have time for that. And I already have another tracker from work, the Virgin Pulse app. I'm like, oh, for God's sakes. I mean, I get that my brain is going to like seeing a streak, but where am I going to put this? I need it like in my planner pages maybe. But I don't like a 3-ring binder planner. I love my planners, like the feel of them. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you my new habit stack and try to explain it. And da-da. So, oh wait, da-da. Da-da. Hi, Holly. Long time no see, woman. Okay, so this, as you can see, is Slayer's habit stack. You like that? Isn't that cute? Okay, so what I have done here is I got tape that is magnetic, right? And I tried this with several different products, and this is by far the best one because you can cut it to size. I tried to get little 2-inch ones, and then I couldn't fit it on there, and then the pens were wrong and the wrong size. So I will post a link to this after I'm done. I'll go back and edit it, and fair warning that if you purchase from that link, you're gonna buy the foam on the top of my coffee, just so you know. Like, beware. Okay, flip. Yes. Okay, you guys. So this is amazing because you can like move these, right? Like as I try to work them in. So what I've done here is I'm going to run you guys through this real quick. So this is my AM habit stack. And this indicates my non-negotiables, a little blue star. And then this are things I get my heart sing from, which also tend to be non-negotiables because why wouldn't you make heart sing a non-negotiable, right? So first thing in the morning, my coffee goes off, I get up, I make the bed. Then I do my morning pages, which is a heart sing and a non-negotiable. My bed is not yet non-negotiable. 24-hour plan. I revisit that. So I do my plan the day before, but I finish it out in the day. And for those of you guys that follow me in the thread know. And then I visualize. I spend at least a minute every morning visualizing my future self. And that is part of the Inner Guide Planner, a little checkbox I check off. And now I do that out of habit. And I would do it with or without the planner, but it was a great reminder when I first started visualizing Future Slayer. TM, of course, this is an absolute non-negotiable. I get my heart sing in TM, and it will forever remain in my stack in the morning, and it has to be done. These two morning pages in TM are like do or die for sure, and my plan is pretty close, but those are absolute game changers for me. And over time, I did these waking up at 7, but over time, this stack has motivated me to get up at like 5 a.m., you guys. So then what I did here, someone came up with this idea on the last challenge. So I've got my full mountain stack, I call it. This is when I have enough time to go hike long, and I ground and meditate, and I'm adding to this stack. So on my hike, there's a little bench, and I plank there. And you guys have been live with me when I say 1 minute. This is definitely part of my stack now. And it did not take 66 days. This probably took about 4 hikes. And now, like, I walk back to the bench if I miss it. That's how cemented in this plank is. And it wasn't initially, but I picked out a habit I was already doing, hiking. I already had the same route. And there was a little bench there, so I'm like, I can stop at that bench and plank for 30 seconds. That's all I started with at first, was 30 seconds. You can do it for 30 seconds, add no big deal. Now I'm up to a minute, and I can go longer and more. And then when I'm on the mountain, I do my TM there, and I ground at the same time, which is taking my shoes off and connecting my feet to the earth. So yeah, I won't get into that right now. But then I do, I've added in 5 push-ups and squats. What I think I'm going to do, I was thinking about this after I did this. This was a great exercise because I think I'm going to move my push-ups to attach to when I'm done with the sink. Okay? Because, and then I'm going to add, and this is the kitchen sink, okay? So I get back from all of this. I do squats up there after, I got to put my Facebook Live in here. And then I do squats. I come back, I pack my lunch, I clean up the coffee mess, and I clean the sink so that I can get ready and just grab my lunch box. So after I clean that sink, I'm going to do 5 sink push-ups like I did live with you guys earlier. And then, is this really boring or is this interesting at all? And then I shower, and then I do my teeth, and then this is a new habit I'm adding in. So you can see the red are new habits I'm adding in. These are ones I want to add in. Yoga, stretch, weightlifting. I thought of 2 more. I want to add in here dancing in the shower naked I do that like every morning, and sometimes I do it in front of my mirror and I tell myself I'm beautiful dancing naked. Yes, with my fat jiggling and everything. It's been amazing. And then because like now, like I love it, and it just takes practice. And I've always been like scared of dancing, but it's like everything else, you guys, you got to practice it. It's like taking photos of yourself. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, where did you get the magnets? Shannon, I made them, and I'm going to post in the links after. It's this tape here, and so I wrote on it, and then I cut it out. Here, I'll show you, because I'm going to add the dancing naked in my stack, okay? So I got my stuff here, and so when I write them in black, it means they're cemented in, right? And then, where's my red? Okay, we're gonna write Dancing Naked in pink, which pink is my heart sing color. So, dance naked. Every morning. I don't know why, but it's super fun. And at first I was like you're embarrassed to see your own body or something, but you just get used to it. And I gotta tell you, like, looking at myself naked and, you know, doing those naked mountain pictures, you guys, it's just really, I don't know if like empowering is the right word. It builds your confidence, right? Because you believe and you know how beautiful you are, and you are just living from your soul through this body. And it's like, it's magic, you know, and you just feel good, and you shake it, and you dance it, and you live it, and you feel it. Yes, that's the shit, man. Okay, all right, back to the habit stack. So there, I just made one, Shannon. Oops. I want to add dance naked in my habit stack. Oh, this goes where my shower stack is. Okay, so we were down here. Shower, dance naked. Okay. So the great part about the magnets, you guys, what I'm loving is this is going to be on my fridge every morning. I'm going to see my habits, and if it doesn't work in my stack, or I'm not making it fun or whatever, I can see where to move the habit, right? And you could do this on the computer. You could do it like a million different ways. But I love the visual and somewhere I am like all the time, right? So then after I do my shower and I dance naked, I brush my teeth. Oh, I like to do these while I brush my teeth. Oh, hang on. I don't know why my phone's not flipping. Okay, so I brush my teeth and I do these. I do 10 each side. But sometimes I forget. So I want to habit stack that. And I'm going to do it day and night. And at night, I'm going to do these for my bum. Like that. Because why not? What else are you doing while you're brushing your teeth? I can also, one of those pictures you guys see me stylize, I can make one of those while brushing my teeth. And I can also, I check email while I blow dry my hair. Yes. Hair and email. That is already a habit. And then while I do because I can't hear the podcast, so I've usually got a podcast going in here too. Oh, I forgot to add podcast up here. I do my learning in the morning. Hey Lou, this is my habit stack. And then I clean the bathroom sink. Okay, so now my kitchen sink is clean. I did my push-ups, and my bathroom sink is clean. Morning stack is done. I'm ready to run out the door. So this TM PM, this is my transcendental meditation in the afternoon, and I can literally feel when I need that now, and it's usually starts about 2:30 or 3 that I'm like, I need to find somewhere to do my TM. And I have made that a non-negotiable, and that was probably the hardest thing to fit in my stack because of work and figuring out where, when, how, and it not being so late by the time I got home that it's interfering with everyday night stuff, you know? So that was the biggest challenge to add in. I feel like I'm really successful with that now. But that goes in between here. After sink is work pretty much. And then my PM habit stack, I assess and do my 24-hour plan and do the Facebook post before my media is off. So sometime between 6 and 8, usually I'm doing assessing my plan for the day and doing my plan for the next day. And then I set the post to go to Facebook because we've got all your East Coasters. So I set that to release at 4 a.m. And then I turn media off at 9. And I really worked on this week because of my sleep, and it's been successful, but I probably should have made this red. But this needs to be like a non-negotiable for me. And then I do teeth and more leg lifts, face, allergy pill, clean the bathroom sink. I come out here and I prep my coffee, do my kitchen sink, and then I can go read for fun. Oh, I want to add in here laundry because I want to add checking the laundry to my evening stack. It kind of is already. Can you give us a sample of your daily meals? Yeah, Diane, I have a ton of on the page, if you look at the videos, there is a bunch of food videos, and you can get an idea of what I eat. But generally, I'm a hunter-gatherer in pretty natural foods, and no, I mean, yes, I do think gluten is crack, and so is sugar. And I can get on that tangent if you want. But I've eaten that way since 2011, and you can absolutely be gluten-free and be fat. I can tell you that. None of that is really where it's at, but I can tell you your urges will be less if you have the crack out of your body. It just will. Like 30 days clean on that and you're good. Now when I put some back in, I'm a few days to clean it out and I'm okay, but I definitely notice the difference. I gotta turn the air down. I'm hot. I'm hot, darlings. I don't know if it's the hat or what. There, let's get some air going. Maybe it's the kitchen. Remember Lexi and I got hot in there the other day too. Okay, let me get my tea. And so habits. Diane, that's a great lead in to habits and cues, okay? So I was talking about it a little bit earlier, and let's talk in relation to the actual habit stacking, okay? So I want to show you how I built in these habits that I added last stack, right? And actually before that, so this, I added in the make the bed. So the bullet coffee with my morning pages, these two now get me excited to get up. This did not used to be the case. Now I can get up and push the button. But when I first started, the way I got out of bed was this addition to my stack way down here, prepping my coffee at night. So prepping that coffee at night, I smell it, right? Like you smell the coffee and then my brain starts to think, oh, coffee, oh, good, I can go write my morning pages and do my plan. But just the coffee alone will be like, and what I would say is if your house is so big you can't smell the coffee, oh no, then you should have a little coffee maker station in your bedroom because that shit will get your ass out of bed, in my humble opinion. If you like coffee like I like coffee. Ann, welcome to your first live, sister. Slay it. Join in the challenge, girl. So you've been doing the challenge, right? Just haven't caught us live. We did have someone that was on the other page. Was that you, Diane? You're doing your PMP since January and doing no sugar, no flour. Well, good. You know, and that probably... Here's the thing, when you are no sugar, no flour, it involves more cooking than you may be accustomed to. Maybe you're used to throwing some sandwiches together. I was trying to think back when I first started eating paleo, and it was, it's when I first started to learn to like cook easy and simple and delicious, right? And everyone's like, what do you do? And like literally, you guys, I throw some olive oil or coconut oil on a piece of meat and some seasoning, and I put it in this magic little tool. Ooh, the convection oven. I cook everything in that bad boy unless I'm doing a big food prep. Like my salmon tonight for dinner will go in here. So whole foods, you guys, like chickens, fish, chickens. Oh God. Oh, Harriet's been off the Facebook, I think, for a little bit. She's like narrow focusing, but I said chickens. Oh, CWP, you got me on the chickens, serious. Candy, I get up early now so I can do the morning pages. When I think of hitting the snooze, I don't because I want a full half an hour to write and drink coffee. Yes, yes, yes. And you guys, Candy's testimony right there does not come from a person that, I mean, Candy, correct me if I'm wrong, but you weren't, before you started the morning pages and did the magic 3, you weren't a journaler or, you know, writing like a shit ton of TDLs or anything, right? I mean, I wasn't. I set out doing the morning pages to debunk the morning pages. I'm like, the morning pages are bullshit. Yeah, I'll commit to them. I mean, what can it hurt? That's how I got into everything I learned these last 15 months. I was like, what can it hurt? It can't hurt, right? All good things I've done that have been amazing, I'm like, what the hell? Transcendental meditation, listening to Corinne, morning pages, every single one of them, I was like, well, it can't hurt. I'll just try it. Every single one. And you know what? Like morning pages, you see they're a non-negotiable, right? Like that is just, it just is. Like every morning I wake up, I will write morning pages. And this is also great because I have complete documentation of my process for the past 15 months. I have 15 months worth of what my brain was going through and how I developed into Super Slayer. Oh yeah, it's frigging awesome. And to go back and see my brain and what I was learning and where and when and what clicked is amazing. Like you will think, at first you think you're going to want to go and read and they tell you commit to 8 weeks of the morning pages and don't go back and read. And I thought, oh, I'm going to want to go back and read. I didn't want to go back and read. I didn't want to go back and reread my journals right now, but I had to put together superhero shit, right? So it's like you're never as interesting as you think you are. The moral of that story. And no one else wants to read your shit either. And if you're worried they do, find a hiding spot and put that shit under lock and key. But do the morning pages. Susan, morning pages, love them. Oh, did you get to 3 pages? What? Haven't found time to journal. I'd rather sleep. Yep. Yeah. And now you don't want to sleep. And Christina in Australia, testament to this too. You get so excited to do them, I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes excited to get up to do morning pages. It's friggin' crazy, I know. I'll link that too. I'll link Atomic Habits. I'll link the tape I got to do this on the fridge or dry erase board, anywhere you can magnetize it, you guys. Filing cabinet at work. Somewhere it's like in your thought process, I think is amazing. So you see how I attached that habit of something I loved, the coffee, to waking up in the morning to the morning pages, right? Like all of those got attached to each other, and I didn't realize what I was doing at that time, right? And now, like, I started meditating on the mountain, maybe when Millie was here last summer, and then grounding, and I started adding those together, right? And then I started stopping at that bench and just telling myself, this is the other thing, make it easy. Make it easy, you guys. If you're not writing 3 pages, I say you have to go to the 3. I don't care if you get a really small book. The 3rd page is magic. I am telling you. Like when I first started, I totally tried to cheat the system and only write on like, you know, the page is this big. The page is this big, and I would fill it like, I can't make it work. The page is this big, and I would fill it like this. I'd leave the margins all empty, and now I'm like full packed. I need more pages, right? It's crazy. Oh, thank you, Paula, darling. This is my tea hat. Oh, speaking of tea, hang on. I haven't even made my tea yet. Shame on me. Now I'm under my cabinet. we're gonna get in the living room now that I'm done showing you guys habit stacking. I will post a picture of my cool new habit stack thing, and I'm really excited about this one. I think it's gonna work really well for me, and my routine is so solid now. I think that's part of me not needing to check it, but maybe not. Maybe I need a habit tracker too. I'll figure that out. I did like doing that in my Virgin Pulse app. I just like have had to let stuff go. So I know Erin, that's in and out of here sometimes, she religiously uses her habit tracker, and you can see her streaks on it, and it's really awesome. There's one in the tribe, but you guys, you can literally, if you're not in the tribe, you can Google habit tracker, and there will be 100 million of them. And James Clear, even that wrote Atomic Habits, he's got his own little mini habit tracker book. It looks like the size of a checkbook or something, which is kind of a cool idea. Hey, Mary, welcome. Morning pages, 3 pages of stream of unconscious writing. Stream of subconscious would work too, I suppose. So basically, you wake up and you write all the shit that's in your head. And I will link to Julia Cameron. She's the author that created the morning pages. Her whole book called The Artist Way is really amazing stuff. Has a lot of exercises in it to uncover your creative self and just yourself in general. You won't believe what you guys buried in there, I'm telling you. Okay, we're gonna go the Namaste layer because that light in there drives me nuts. Okay, back in the layer. Look at my little shelves. You guys never get to really see it up close in detail, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys what this stuff is. So Millie painted this. Lady K gave me this when she visited. It's a bookmark, but I like to see it in my Namaste layer. And then I painted this. That was Millie meditating. She said to me, Mom, show me how you meditate. And I was like, you guys, I'm like, these good habits I'm picking up, my kids are seeing them and wanting to model them. And Lexi's made so many changes, and she's 24. Like, we can never stop, like, being a better version of ourselves and showing up better for our kids. I'm a better mom across the ocean than I was when I was down the street. That's really fucking amazing. Really, and it's the truth, right? So hang on, sorry, well that was a segue. So my mom loved these flowers. There's a local artist here that does them, I think. It's on here. And then these are some of my first journals. These are all full. I've got more. This is my mom's little thing. She was a teacher and she loved this. I redid some of this for Cinco de Mayo. I just thought that was Cinco de Mayo-y. This is my mantra, make life one long weekend. Really tried to do that. This is part of the art Sandra Weber made and sent me. I gotta show you guys. Oh, newbies, you have not seen me in the roller skates. We'll have to save that for another day. Yeah. And then I've got my healing stone and some witchy stuff. Here, let me show you. I need to box this and send it back to Sandra. But she sent me, you guys, this amazing mask. She made this art. Look. And it had the driftwood, but I think it's so hot here, it came apart. So I'm going to send it back to her, and she's going to make it to me back for me. This is all driftwood from the East Coast. It's just beautiful. But yeah, I tried to put it on my shelf and it just didn't go. So that's my little Namaste Cinco de Mayo shelf, because we still have the little pinata guy here. How much you want to bet Facebook freezes on this? It picks like whatever's, I don't know what Facebook little dudes sit back there and pick your freeze frame, but it'd be interesting to meet them someday. I'll tell you that. Okay, guys, so now that we're back in the office, hang on, how's my outfit working sitting down? I feel a little smushy. Okay, let me get back to some comments. Pinnacle, freaking busy this weekend, really dehydrated, need to get super run down, having stomach issues. Oh, man. I haven't read mine either. It's so weird. Yeah, Krista, you won't want to read your morning pages, but then when you do, I go back and I'm like, oh my gosh. That's when I remembered that I didn't start eating paleo since the morning pages, but I was thinking when I was started to read back, I was like, how did I used to eat? Because I get a lot of questions about that, and I've just done it for so long, but I remember it being difficult to go no flour, no sugar when I first started eating paleo. Like which is a hunter-gatherer diet, right? Uh-oh, poor connection. Uh-oh. So, hope it doesn't go out on us, you guys. I have enough battery. I swear my internet does it the same time every day, but usually Sunday we're good, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. I don't think you guys could even tell. Hey, Angie. I've got Big Dar's high tea hat on today. Yeah. Habit stacking. Wait, a squirrel, you guys. Friggin' squirrels all over the place today. I haven't found time. Yeah, candy, I read that. Let me go back to the top. Make sure I didn't miss something. Pound, yeah, saw you in Cancun, liking my shirt. Habit stacks. Okay. Blade. I'll talk about my challenges I came upon my cruise and all the dirty dance mind shit all week, and we'll talk about it on my page so I don't clog up the feed. All right, Blade. I love the fact you try many different things to see what works best. Yeah, well, it's like the urge jar, Kay. Like, I'm trying to, like, I get the concept of that, and I love the idea of training my brain like I did with the habit stacks because of identifying the cues. There was something about when he says, setting yourself up for the next best move that I was like, oh yeah, so now, and then, random things. There was some little video in someone's feed like last week or whatever, and it was about 10 hacks to be organized or something, and one of them was don't leave a room empty-handed. And I can't tell you, all week I've been like, don't leave empty-handed. I've been like, and it's been helping me keep the house picked up more. It's like little hacks like that make it such a game changer, right? And then I got curious about my habit stack, and I tried writing it in journals, and I've tried to write out the stacks, and then I have it in the computer, but I always don't have the computer with me, and then the apps aren't great for what I want to do, and adding and seeing them all, like I love that concept of seeing them all, and you know what? I'm going to move my push-ups to go with my sink cleaning. And I'm going to do sink push-ups. And then maybe I'll add floor push-ups up on the mountain, right? But those 5 push-ups after the sink, I'll know I clean the sink. I do 5 push-ups, right? Or maybe I add my push-ups in the live, but I'm able to see where everything goes in. It's really, I'm loving it so far. It's already got me thinking of things I want to add on the right side of what I want to put in there. Let me see. I started the 5 a.m. club yesterday and probably talked to a dozen people about stacking habits. Ouch, I love it. Do you love that? Did you do Audible for the 5 a.m. club, or did you get the book? I loved the Audible. A lot of people didn't. Hey, Christina, what's up, sister? Kathy, no sugar, no flour, lots of meal prep. I love it, though. Feels so much better already. Yes. And it doesn't have to be lots of meal prep. I am the queen of not liking to prep some food. So I did put to my story, I roasted vegetables yesterday, but literally it took me 10 minutes to cut everything up, and then it bakes. And then I put it in containers, right? And if I do a sheet of chicken, that'll last me all week. And then I prep my little food trays in the morning. And I will try to post food this week. There's probably quite a bit of food pictures in my photos on the Namaslayer page. I am going to a resort tomorrow and Tuesday. We're having my manager's meeting there, so I'm going to go check us in and get it all set up for the massages and everything. Poor me. I'm excited to spoil my girls. The vendors are sponsoring us, and it's a gorgeous, like, 5-star resort. We're going to be, like, super spoiled. Yeah, Susan's a convert to morning pages. Yeah, I knew you would be. I haven't read mine either. Okay, I think I'm up to speed, you guys. Hi, Sparky. Welcome back to Arizona, sister. Hey, Susan. Got lots of people on the live tonight. Welcome, girls. Okay, so how am I on time, you guys? I have no concept. Why do I not have clocks? I need a watch. Facebook Live does not show you like how long you're talking. It's really probably pretty genius of them. Let me see. Oh, I can't take your call right now. Sorry, dude. Okay, guys, what else? Habit stacks. So this week, we'll run, like, as we go through the week, we'll talk about it in a little more detail. But this week, write out your morning routine. Like, how does it go step by step? And what are those key, like, what are the key habits you have? Like, I brush my teeth, then I do what? Like, what you're looking for those little cues that you can stack into. So now I'm going to be like, oh, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm doing leg lifts. I'm going to add that in, and eventually it's going to become automatic, like my planking on the bench has become automatic. I don't walk by that bench on my hike anymore without stopping and doing a plank. And you know, if there's someone sitting there, I might be like, dude, I'm sorry, you got to scoot over because I got to do my planks here. Hang on, I need more light. Is that good? A little better, maybe. I don't have my, hang on, guys. I didn't have my, my lights set up because I was in the kitchen. So what else, guys? Habit stacking. So write out your habit stacks and then start to think about what habits you want to create. And one of the big things to do is that you don't want to be like, I'm going to go from 0 minutes at the gym to an hour at the gym. This goes into the motivation we were talking about last week. A Slay sister had asked about gym motivation, and it's really like, let's talk about creating that habit of going to the gym, right? And in the book Atomic Habits, actually James Clear talks about that, about just going, the act of going and showing up every day. It takes the average person, it takes an average of 66 days to build a habit. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer. But if you go for 66 days and show up at that gym door, it's going to become a habit. It's not the length of time you spend doing something, it's the act of doing it. So if you write 2 sentences every morning in your morning pages, that's going to become a habit. Now, do I recommend that? No, I do not. You need to do 3 pages. The 3rd page is magic. So look for hashtag morning pages. Anyone that needs to know about that, because I kill that topic very frequently. We all know that, and the transcendental meditation, right? But that's because I truly believe that implementing those 2 things alone without even changing food and anything else and will completely change your life. Completely, both of those. Like, the rest of it is just like a process of opening your mind and learning, right? But those 2 things are, to me, basics. Those are Slayer basics. For sure. Okay, habit stacking. So also tying something painful to it. And I was re-listening a little bit, and it was interesting because I did read Alan Carr's The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. Have you guys read that? Any smokers out there? I quit in like 2003, and then I decided to start again when life was shit in like 2015, when I was like super stressed out and what have you. So I started again, and then I did a ton of things. And one of the things that really helped, and I didn't have all this other mind work yet, right? But I read his book. And what James Clear had gone and read it, not because he was smoking, but because a friend had mentioned it, and said that what he's doing in that book that makes it so successful for people stopping smoking, the most addictive substance on the planet after heroin, nicotine. So able to just stop it with your mind by associating the cues with it not being beneficial, with it being negative. So how can you associate maybe habits that you don't want with it being a non-thing? Like with drinking, I did this. Learning about the habits and the cues with drinking, associating those. Like coming home at night and being tired and late and understanding that my brain wanted the dopamine hit, that it wasn't the alcohol it wasn't solving any problems, it wasn't making me happier. It was just that I had fed this dopamine hit forever, right? And then I had cues that led up to that. So it's a really interesting concept. I can't see, it's unusual, you guys, that there's no more comments. CWP, how am I doing on time, sister? I feel like I'm probably good. Game of Thrones night tonight. Oh my gosh. Finale, right? They're not making us wait another week, right? Don't tell me they're making us wait, because I don't know this stuff, because I don't really have a TV. I take one of my monitors and I hook it up and watch it with that, because Mini Slayer came and took my TV because she knows I don't watch it and hers broke. And I'm going to have a call with Soul Rocker and Super K again, because Super K had her first meditation, transcendental meditation today. So we got chatting this morning, and we're just too excited to see her experience. So I can't wait to have a call with them on that, and then we're going to share with all of you guys on the private Zoom call. So if you are not in the Slay 35 email challenge list, that's where it's going to go out to first, all the Slay sisters that originally signed up for the challenge, and then it'll open up to the blog list. So I will let all the challengers know when that email's going out. I think there are only a few that aren't getting it for whatever reason. I think it's not going through to your email box. But if you're on that list, you're going to have first dibs at the 100 seats to hear Soul Rocker and Super K talk about TM. And we're trying to get another guest. You guys all hear my experience all the time, but I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to hear some other Slay sisters talk about that. So any habit stacking type questions, the book to read, Atomic Habits by James Clear, is awesome. And even if you don't read that book, you guys go to his blog, and his emails are amazing. Like, I love this guy in my, I was going to say in my box. I seriously sound like I got a thing for James Clear. I have no idea. Like, all I know is he wrote this book, and I think he read that. Did he read his book even? I don't even know what he looks like. And he's married, so Slayer, you can't have him in your box. But I like him in my inbox, I will tell you that. He's great. Seriously, he's got a ton of information all the time and linked to data. Like, and it'll just be a quick little something you can pick up to start really developing your habits, right? And organizational tricks and stuff like that. He does a ton of research on it. So that's always kind of fun for me to understand, like, the how and the why. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll slay you later. I hope you enjoyed my new habit stacking little board, and I will get off of this live, and I am going to post in the comments up top the links for morning pages, for the tape I used to do the thing on the refrigerator, and these markers I got were good, but they're just like Expo dry erase markers, but I did order some other markers that sucked, so I can link that too if you guys want. I think that was everything I said I would link, right? Yep. I know you guys are commenting and I can't see them, so I'm so sorry. I don't know. We're having like a Facebook world breakdown. All right, guys. I love you. I'll slay you later. Tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact, 7 a.m. And then Tuesday will be from the sanctuary on Camelback, which is going to be fantastic. I'll live you from out there with... Mini Slayer might be there with me at that time of the day. So, all right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.